We're down here at the Calvert City Gun Club, and this is a great event you're putting on here, and it's for a fantastic organization.
Well, Chad, thank you, and it's good to see you. We appreciate Kentucky Afield coming down and spending a few moments with us and gathering some information for this second annual event here in Calvert City.
It's fantastic. So you obviously involved as a state director now, but you are also the founder of this great organization. Is that right?
Well, that's correct, Chad. 2007, I was a senior sergeant there in the Kentucky Army National Guard in Frankfort, Kentucky, there at Boone National Guard Center. And we were aware of a lot of our soldiers from Kentucky coming home injured, Purple Heart recipients, medical treatments, missing limbs. And this went on, for a couple of years before we started thinking, what can we do as an organization within the Army National Guard? What can we do to maybe draw these folks a little closer into the program and to show them a little appreciation? In 2012, we branched out. We were from the Wounded Warrior Project. We changed our name to Kentucky Wounded Heroes. That enabled us to not only handle firearms in the field, but it also made it possible to include our civilians, all emergency first responders who are hurt in the line of duty. Probably 80% of the folks that we come into contact with that were firefighters, police officers, or EMTs that have been hurt on the job, that we supply, get-togethers and hunting trips with and for. Most of them, a large majority of them, are prior military people.
So Brett Hightower, so you're here with the Kentucky Wounded Heroes. You're a board member, right?
Yes, sir.
But you're a unique individual because you actually were a recipient, and that's how you got involved, correct?
That's correct.
Tell me that story.
When I came back from Afghanistan, I was injured in Afghanistan in August of 2008. I was at a recovery time some at Walter Reed and then Bethesda, and I came back to Fort Knox. And when I went back into part of that recovery, I was told by the State Sergeant Major at the time that there was an organization that was taking a group of guys from Kentucky who'd been injured up to Alaska. And so we all went up there kind of not knowing what we were really going to discover up there. And the fishing was awesome. We were silver salmon fishing. We went out on halibut fishing excursions. We did some sightseeing. But what was really the crux of the whole trip was in the evening we would sit around a campfire and you would hear the stories of the other guys and their experiences and where they were injured and how they were treated through the military afterwards and what hospitals they went to. And so everybody had their own very unique story. And there was something that was interesting about the healing properties of just being in nature and sitting around a campfire and just talking with other guys. So when I got a little closer to Chuck and we got into a little bit more dialogue about the organization in about 2010 and 11, since from my experience of being with law enforcement and his experience of being with state police, we were talking about the different friends we had who'd been involved in incidents and shot and cut and in vehicle accidents, and how nobody really had been there to really kind of take them on any types of trips and to deal with them and maybe some of the emotions they still had in their closet.
Today is a fun event, and it's to raise money to help individuals like this. So are you going to bust 100 pigeons today? Is that the plan?
I don't know. I might come out and shoot something, but it really is all about just coming out here, meeting some other folks we hadn't met before, drawing some other guys into our organization, getting our name of our organization out there, because we find that some of the difficulty is there's guys who we know who've been injured in the line of duty, and that's what it takes in order for us to kind of reach out and get these guys who've been injured there, to bring them into us. And as people know about that, everybody has somebody in their mind that they know was injured in the line of duty and could take part in this organization. And we do trips to Lake Erie, Alaska, locally here in Kentucky, deer hunts, fishing trips, pheasant hunts. We do a lot of different events of that nature, and events like today where people can come out and just enjoy shooting on the range a little bit together and just having a good time.